couch. I'm just waiting for my break, and that's the day I be out. But my patience running thin, this shit is stressing me out. Maybe this ain't for me. What if I took the wrong route? But I can't dwell on the past, only can map out the future and try to get my friends to play my shit like they do Future. All the old heads behind the young and 100 miles of running, telling me I got that real shit. They say my time is coming.
I was watching Love Don't Cost a Thing today. When Nick Cannon was doing the dance, and he was like,
who I'm supposed to be like yours? All the niggas.
It's crazy. It was really a horrible movie.
It was, but it's like,
we didn't know it back then.
Nah, I knew.
All right, y'all ready?
But you still watch it.
All right, what's up, everybody? I'm Sabrae.
Yatta.
I'm Sean.
And this is
No Disclaimers Podcast.
What the fuck was that, Sabrae? Like, I felt alone.
I'm so sorry. No, I was trying to make sure.
Yeah, I ain't want to hear that harmonizing shit anyway.
No. First of all, shout out to Nucci. That's what we were playing right now. It's from his album called New Regular. That we were playing. The song we were playing just now is called Spillin' Feelings. Something that I forgot when we were there. But shout out to him. I'm not good with. Are y'all good with like song titles?
Of course. I'm with me because me and y'all, but maybe y'all. I can't speak for y'all, but we're kind of like in the industry. She did say no, so
exactly.
Yeah,
I like the song.
Yeah, hit or miss. Sometimes I'll just know it, and then I'll just be like, "Damn, what's that jump called?" And like sometimes I don't get caught up in the title.
I like to let the music play, and I don't really look at the titles.
And
like
sometimes
that.
you be like, "Yeah." I feel like once I start putting that thing on repeat a lot, and I run it back a lot, then I'll start to pay attention.
That's the first thing I look at. I look at the track list. If I don't like the name of the song, I probably skip over it.
Well, see, me, I don't do that because a lot of times I gotta give albums the car test.
Yes,
you gotta give it.
Sometimes on my Bluetooth. Sometimes it'll just say no info and it won't show the name, even though the name's in my phone. It's just my car's an asshole. So yeah,
I give it the car test, but like when it's a brand new album, I know people probably listen to it like like in order. Yeah, I listen to all the Jones. I got the asterisk beside it, and then I go through.
Oh wow,
the track list.
You listen to the singles first.
Yeah, because I feel like if you're highlighting these songs,
they must be the best.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily true to me. I feel like if you're highlighting those songs, those are going to play well on the radio, or you think they are just singles. But I like some album cuts. Like
sometimes it'll be on shuffle just because my Apple Music is always on shuffle. So like when I play the album, I'll forget to take it off, so it won't even play in chronological order. So it just be all over the place. So I never really keep track of. Like I got to go back and be like, wait, what the fuck was I just listening to? That joint was fire.
I cannot listen to music like that. But yeah,
shout out Nucci. He can really rap and like. Not this mumble rap, like he got content, his delivery.
Isn't that exactly what
cadence.
I said? I said he damn sure ain't no. We were right there. I was like, he damn sure not no mumble rapper.
So just to put this in the context, where were you at? Matter of fact, this Friday.
I was just out and about. You hear me?
No, but where were you at though?
Where was I? Spain, Madrid. You ever been there? Hater.
This nigga told me Miami. This nigga was at Chesapeake Beach.
What's that?
Where was you at?
It was at Breezy Point.
I don't even know where Chesapeake Beach was.
Where were you
I was
at
in Miami.
Was you really in Miami?
I don't even know where the fuck is Chesapeake.
He was
a day.
He was walking to Anacostia.
A day. Where the fuck is Chesapeake Beach?
He was at Haynes Point.
Through Southeast.
I don't even know where two of those two things.
No, I think Chesapeake Beach is like straight if you go past.
That nigga was in front of the shrimp boat.
But no. But you were in Miami for real?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sean was in Miami.
$85. Easy.
Oh, wow. So me and Yatta went to attend Nucci, a DMV artist who's about to be, world known. But we went to his show. It was sold out. It was at this place called Smith's Public Trust.
Black owned.
It was black owned. It's amazing. Like, the show was amazing. The vibe was amazing. I seen so many people from this area. We met so many people, young.
Good chicken tacos. They got an amazing happy hour.
Yes.
Oh, I never been. That was my first time there. But we met so many. I don't. I said that. Yeah. But no, we met so many people, whatever, that just are creatives. It was none of that, old DC crab in the barrel mentality there. Everybody was so mixy and like nice.
It was Risa Renee's birthday too. Shout out to Risa. She was out there. You can see her. She was on the stage for a second.
Okay.
Afro. She's
such a good.
They've collaborated.
She's just such a good energy to be around though.
Yeah,
her Pinky Killer Corn was there.
Yes. Fun Show, the singer.
Yeah. Oh my God. He was killing the acoustic vibes.
Amazing.
I like Pinky Killer Corn and Visto. It's like
Visto's dope though.
No hate.
Not that none of them are, but I'm saying he's dope.
No hate on the new age artists because of course you got Gold Link who's like blowing up. He has a major single, but like the older artists, like
our highlight reels from our time was like them, for real.
I feel like they just don't get their just due. So when people like, oh oh, we're just getting on. I'm like, no, we've been like, you always talk about like white folks, like we've been had like music here.
You just got to remember that we're around a whole bunch of 90s babies now. No shades, Sabrae, but like,
no, it's fine.
But it matters though, because it's like they weren't of age when this era was popping, so it's like they don't know about it.
And Nucci father is one of the forefront like members of like
aware.
rap. Oi Boys, Berry Farms. Like,
hold up, is that why he had the Oi Boys chain on? I didn't know who his father was.
Yeah, what? His father is Booby.
That's a Booby's son? I didn't know Booby had a son that old.
Yeah, I'm telling you what, my man.
Why Booby?
My man disrespected. He said, man, Shaq Lizzie had the first Gangsta Grills out. I said, no, Booby had the first Gangsta Grill with Don Cannon.
Pause. Okay, Sabrae. So no, I do know it's dad. I didn't know that was Booby's son.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
EDR, Don Chu, this OG shit.
When I saw him, Nucci had the Oi Boys chain on, and I was like, okay, respect. You got the Oi Boys. I did not know. Shout out Nucci. Shout out Booby. That's what's up.
I used to be in the studio. Shout out to Spinehead. That's my OG bread. When Booby and them was recording, like all the niggas like solid motherfuckers, Joe.
That is dope.
I had an amazing time. I don't know much about that because a lot of what probably brought DMV artists to the forefront was also the internet. Because major labels a lot of times wasn't fucking with. They would like get picked one at a time, if any. But because of the internet, we're able to connect and see these people and all of that. Don't send us no mumble rap because I just cannot. Like, I don't want to. But see.
Travis Scott be mumbling like shit.
No,
he don't be rapping.
To a certain, no, he's not. I can hear everything he's saying.
He's an auto-tune.
What is he saying?
I mean,
exactly.
I don't,
nothing.
Okay, that first of all, don't do that. You put me on the spot, like
that's what I'm supposed to do. You put me on the spot. You a star, right?
Yes, okay. But I love Travis Scott. His last album was amazing, and Days Before the Rodeo.
It was amazing.
It was amazing.
What would you rate it? Because you rate what you rate?
I rated it last week. How
much you know about Days?
You didn't rate Astro World last week.
Yes, I did.
What? Give me the rating again.
A.
A what?
A+. I don't fucking know. I love that shit.
A+ means classic. Okay, Astro World is a classic.
I can't call it a classic because it hasn't been enough time.
But you said A+.
Well, A. I mean,
don't have to change your grade, girl.
No, because it's too soon to call it a anything a classic.
Not better than consider the jump before that. What's that?
To me, it was
Birds and Trap Sing.
I liked it better, but I like both of them a lot.
What's your favorite track on Astro World?
The first one.
Stargazing.
But I also don't know all the titles. I don't know all the titles.
Why?
Because I listened to I let it play. No, that's not true because I let it play all the way through.
It's my truth.
Anything with the Weeknd.
It's Sabrae, it's my truth.
Your truth is a lie. Point blank period.
I feel like being really typical by saying I like Sicko Mode, but that shit just.
I like Sicko Mode too.
It's just like some good little.
I like the album. It's just like all three of his albums just sound all the same.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. You're absolutely right.
I just don't.
But they've all been good, so you're not mad. But there's definitely like someone had like a meme, and it was like Doug. Remember Doug Funny from the cartoon? And it was like all his same outfits in the closet. And it was like, I think it was Carr. You know Carr. Shout out to Carr.
Shout out to Carr.
But he's always like flipping through. It was like him flipping through his wardrobe, or whatever. And it was like, me listening to like Travis Scott's like whole catalog.
That's funny.
It's all the same.
He does have a distinct sound, but look, I just hate hearing.
Ye stole his style.
What?
Ye stole his style.
Stole that nigga style.
Travis Scott is like a baby from Kanye and Cuddy's sound.
Okay.
No, Kanye stole Cuddy's sound too.
Hold on, let me tell you.
I'm not going to say they stole anything.
That's why he made it his
own. Listen to his first 3 albums. He don't sound nothing like what Travis Scott sounds like now.
No, what I'm saying, to me, Travis Scott is like he's like a branch of Kid Cudi and Kanye.
He's like if Kanye and Cudi had a baby or something.
Yeah,
but
like
Kanye stole Cudi style too. That's why he just hummed on waves.
Well, okay, but moving on from that, I just if you sound like a cheap version of Uzi or a cheap version of Young Thug, I don't want to hear that shit. It's already they're already out, and that's what I hear a lot of.
Version of anything, I don't want to hear it.
Right?
Don't be the great value.
Uzi be cranking his features the whole time.
He does, but
I respect Uzi because he just does his own thing.
I do want to move on from that. Just a shout out to Nucci. Wonderful job.
Absolutely.
It was amazing. We had a great time.
Yes. I did not know that. I'm in awe right now.
I just hipped you.
I did not know that Booby had a son that old. I was like, wow.
Niggas be in the streets early.
Look, I mean, I can't judge, but I'm surprised. I didn't know. Like, I was like, where the fuck have I been? Like, wow.
Yeah,
that's dope, though.
we're doing a late show today because I did a class with Mark Whitten. Shout out to Mark Whitten. If y'all know who he is, Google him real quick. He has a couple interviews in the Breakfast Club. He's great. So many black people in the room, so many black people there learning about real estate and all of that. Like, it was just super powerful. I think that anybody who's interested in anything real estate should look up Mark Whitten. He has on his website tons of information. I feel empowered, you know?
You know nobody knew if we doing a late show or
it don't matter. But that I did to bring that into the conversation.
Show.
Shout out to you.
And then also, if you get this like a couple hours late, that's why too. I'm just saying. But yeah, so let's go with, first of all, rest in peace to John McCain. I'm not sure why black people
because he
are
dead. I mean,
no, I'm not sure why black people are like praising him online. Are y'all? What did he do for black people?
Well, it's more so probably tied into like the situation where he was very defensive of Obama when the racial slurs got slung against him. The fact that he banned Donald Trump from his funeral kind of resonated with black people a little bit. I don't know.
How the fuck you do that?
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, he knew he was going to die?
He had cancer. Yes.
I know.
Yes, he knew he was going to die. Yeah, that wasn't sarcasm. No, he had brain cancer. So yeah, he kind of knew he was going down. But either way, he didn't fuck with fool, and he wanted it known, and he banned him from his funeral.
Didn't he vote against Martin Luther King Day?
I don't know.
I don't know what he did, but I was trying to figure out like.
But I'm feeling like those are kind of like, I feel like a lot of that had to do with him. With his whole contempt for Trump situation.
I can't speak bad about the day.
I'm not trying to speak bad about it.
I'm just saying. Okay. I don't care either way about it. Rest in peace. You gone.
I just felt that it was quite interesting to see that it was so much love and overwhelming support for this guy when he died, but people pretty much didn't even know Joe Jackson passed away. Like, nobody said anything about that.
We knew. We just knew he was beating the shit out of his kids. I mean, no shade. Don't get me wrong, because he, you know what I'm saying, he raised
Joe Jackson had a good quote though. He says, no matter what you say about me, I never had to go pick up any of my kids from the police station.
Hey.
Yeah, but you damn sure had to get them out of trees and shit like that. Like,
as far as I'm concerned, Joe Jackson did more for the black community than John McCain.
Yeah, he gave us fucking Michael Jackson from his
and Janet.
Oh yeah, Janet too.
You know what?
Reby was cute.
From his nutsack though, you really blow me.
No, but I don't know. I don't like that.
He gave us Your Majesty.
Like
Your Majesty, no, Jermaine did that shit, but I guess okay,
exactly.
I just didn't understand. I just didn't understand the whole thing. I'm like, okay, what did he do? I mean, I just the support. It was like, goddamn.
He was getting amazing support. Like, he was getting like...
Yes, it was all up and down my timeline the whole day. Like, literally the whole day.
7 people.
When did he die? Friday?
I felt like 1,000.
Saturday.
Oh, yeah, I don't be on my timeline on the weekend like that.
Maybe she said it was all up and down my timeline. No, you mean the whole 7 people you follow?
You don't think I follow a lot of people?
You don't be on social media.
No, that was sarcasm. I have no idea.
So, bro, you be coming back up... You be coming with us topics and be like, oh, yeah, that was only like 72 hours ago, Sabrae.
That's not true.
It's very true, but that's your truth.
You do be popping up in that in case you missed it, and I be like, nah, you missed it, right?
You missed it.
I mean, it's okay. You getting seasoned to Twitter. I understand. Mm-hmm. You more of an Instagram girl.
You younger. You supposed to be hip.
That's what I was talking about. I was talking about Instagram. I was talking about Instagram when I said time.
Shout out LaQuinn. He's Instagram girl. We just giving hella shout out today.
I was talking about Instagram.
Gotcha.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I mean, well, I don't look for those kind of things on IG. I look for them on Twitter.
Oh, that's why you said the 7 people. I was like, huh? I felt like 1,000 people.
No, I'm in on Twitter. I thought you were talking about Twitter.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. All right. So, Serena Williams. But before we get into that, I think is that your, yeah.
No. It was no.
Get me.
All right.
Get me.
You fit me.
Okay.
You get me.
So, before we get into our next segment, I want to... When you hear this music, you know what that means.
This nigga just he just smelled what the Rock was cooking a little bit. He was just like...
Okay, Sean is here with the Real Nigga Report. Sean, what do you have?
Got the short shorts. I got the European shorts. I'm not in Europe, though.
Euro, though.
This segment of the Real Nigga Report. Shout out Sabrae. Shout out Lil Yachty. No Disclaimers Podcast.
Sweet baby.
Can you call me by my like regular name because there's like a little Yachty that's actually a little Yachty.
So I was trying to get one thing I don't want to, like I was just saying, like disrespect the dead. I was trying to call some people who actually knew him personally to get so I can say his name, correctly. But I don't know if y'all saw it on y'all timeline, the 7 people you follow, Sabrae, but we follow, a lot of the same people. A young man passed away due to gunshot wounds. He was protecting a DC police officer. His name was Piera. So I don't know if people, who kind of don't know people, I don't know if it was Pierre or Pierre, but he was well loved in this community. Like everybody from like different like circles that I follow or that I interact with, he died.
Wow, I saw that because I saw a few people that I know, but I didn't see the details.
Yeah, he was big in like the dirt bike ATV community.
I saw that.
And a lot of people, you just know someone's good when you have. I'm not going to get into one of these, moments, but I feel like, I feel like it because I feel like this is something that just keeps happening over and over and over for you to basically put your life on the line. Remember my last Real Nigga Report, a guy put his life on the line.
13 people.
This is a little bit closer to home because he is from the, the DMV area, District, Maryland, District Columbia, Maryland, and Virginia. But the young lady who was a DC police officer, she actually put up her post and said, he's more than, a superhero. He basically covered his whole body. So, the bullets wouldn't hit me. So
under what circumstance though?
And that's the only thing is I don't know if he was a target. I don't know if this was like a random like act of violence. Like I said, I don't want to put any inaccurate, information in there. But another, selfless act. Because I was reading this this article and they said the most important thing of brotherhood is protecting sisterhood. So if you put your life on line on women, like I feel like women are the most pivotal part of like the existence of we have to protect our women. So rest in peace to him. Rest in peace to him. Condolences to his family, all his friends, families, associates. The love was just tremendous.
I saw a lot of that. I just didn't know what happened.
Hashtag it's a 1,000 posts, about him. So I want to give him the Real Nigga, report, and
wow,
that too young. The whole goal is to like die in front of your great grandkids, like on the bed. You know what I'm saying? All of them surround you. We losing too many young soldiers. So,
absolutely, I agree.
Yeah, I want to shout out to him.
Very selfless.
Wow. Yeah. Shout out to his family. Hopefully they, can get through this time because it's hard losing a young person. It's hard losing an old person as well. Right. But you can take it a little bit easier, when you're real old or sickly or whatever.
Because
you feel like
death is inevitable. Like everyone has their time to come. Life. So if you be like 92, you be like,
you've been around for a while. You had a full life.
Yeah, but like I think I don't know how old he was, but I think his nickname was like Big 28 or something. So I don't know if that's.
I mean, just based off the pictures I saw, he looked like he was.
He had to be around our age.
Yeah, he definitely lived in our age group.
But I know he was well loved.
And we 22.
I can tell by the energy that the timeline was giving me. So
absolutely, because I saw a bunch of different people, like who I don't know if they have ties with each other, but like from different circles was posting it. I was like, wow, that's a big deal.
My aunt posted. I'm like, how the fuck did you know him? My aunt's like 50.
Aunt Carol, what the hell are you doing?
I don't know. It's like no, but Yatta, did you want to? Grace us?
I want to grace him.
What was that? First of all?
I'm not sure, but we, let's just let it go.
Wait, but before we get to that, Sean, you did something this weekend where you lost your keys. Like, what event did you go to?
Oh, yeah. Me and my folks. So I belong to like 3 families. All right, 4 families. The Simons family. The GMC family. The No Disclaimers Podcast family. With my 2 sisters. Also, we have a entertainment group, Stamped Entertainment. Backyard was there. Moneybag Yo at Echo Stage. Shout out my nigga Sponge, my nigga Nick, my nigga Spent. I lost my fucking keys.
Oh,
Like, were you drunk?
No, actually, nah. I don't mix alcohol with business. Like when you're having these events, like people think like it's amazing time because they're having fun, but like I'm working the whole time. Like you just think like the pool party. Like I'm ripping and running, but like it was amazing. I know we had at least over 2,000 people in attendance.
Yeah, I saw it all over in my Insta stories.
It was all over.
People who were there were posting videos.
Yeah, Moneybag Yo, he did a good set. He did like a good 45-minute set, intermission. Then Backyard came out. You know, Backyard gonna get, amazing love
time.
like regardless. They're hood legends around here. But yeah, I don't know because the pants that I had on were quite skinny. I don't know how the fuck the keys got up. How the fuck did they get out of my pocket?
All the way in the pocket.
Yeah.
Maybe they were distressed.
I don't know. Maybe it was a homeless man outside of the venue, and I gave him some money. So maybe when I pulled out like that $50 bill I gave to him.
Hopefully somebody, wow. You gave him a $50 bill?
No.
Yeah.
For real?
Yes.
Wow.
No,
you know what?
This what happened. No, this what happened.
Okay.
If he did, it wasn't on purpose.
It wasn't on purpose.
So you was drunk. You had to be.
No, I'm dealing with so much money. I'm dealing with tickets. Like I thought it was a $20 bill, right? So when I handed it to him, I was like, yo, this is a fucking 50. I said, man, fuck it. You got it, man. Pay it for it. Fuck it.
Oh, you better than
I'd
me.
be like, oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, my bad.
You know what?
I have this dollar.
You think about $50 like...
It ain't shit, though.
It's not shit.
It means a lot to me. It's like... No,
I get what you're saying. Like, $50, it doesn't go a long way. But that's... I don't really give... Say again?
So let 50 be missing from your account. You be like, what the fuck happened?
Of course, but...
Yeah, my uncle always said $1,000 is nothing to spend. It's a lot to owe.
Hell yeah.
What's missing from your check?
Oh, right.
Think how fast you can spend $1,000.
Yeah, fast as shit.
Yeah,
I don't give homeless people money, though.
It depends on the mood that I'm in.
I'd be like, when they ask me, do you have any change? I'd be like, no, thank you.
I
was told that was so rude.
No, thank you.
I was told that was so rude, but I don't like to be rude to them.
No, thank you.
But at the same time, I just...
See what saves me is I never have cash, so I'm just like...
No, but it's like that little change that you got in your cup holder. Like I always do that. Like when the boys are on the car, I make sure when guys come up, I always say, you always help out people if you have it. Yeah. And I want to pass that down to the boys. So even if it's like, you think 15 cents or 25 cents, 25 cents not shit to you.
I never have 25 cents, though.
3 other people give them 25 cents. That's $1. That's an Arizona iced tea. I mean, what
did he on reduced lunch?
It's more than that. What was reduced lunch when you came up? It was a 40-cent.
It's not the point. You're killing the joke. No. In order to have change, I would have to have had cash. I never have cash. So I'm just like, I ain't got it, bro. And I really don't be having it. But I feel like one of these days, these niggas going to be like, you got Cash App? And then I'm just going to have to shoot up to 7-Eleven.
Did you ever used to get mad that you had to pay for a full lunch?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm like, why can I get the 40 cent or the free lunch? But then you realize when you grow up, those kids didn't have any money.
I've kind of been finessing this. We'll talk about this after hours.
$1.10.
Right. I don't know. I just never been the give money to homeless people type. Now,
why not though?
Black homeless people, I kind of, but it depends. It really just, I don't know why.
I threw pennies at a homeless guy, but he deserved it. He threw something at me.
You threw him?
Yeah,
that's disrespectful.
No. We were walking in the gas station, and he said something slick to me, and my sister said something back. And he was like, I ain't talking to you, bitch, or something he said.
Oh, yeah, fuck him.
So when we came out the joint, we lit his ass up with some pennies.
No,
I don't play that shit.
I will give. I do pay things forward. I tip good. That's one of the things that I do. But as far as like just giving money to homeless people, that's just never really been my... I've done it before, but that's not something that I do.
When you pay for it, do you ever get like, all right, I'm going to get this random client a free haircut?
Oh my God. She's like, I don't pay it that kind of forward.
You know what? I'm feeling good.
No, I've helped out a client.
Yeah.
I've helped out clients.
Like if you say, okay, if you schedule this appointment at Thursday, 9:30 a.m. this week, I'm going to give you a free haircut.
Let me guess.
This is weirdly
Let me guess.
specific.
When do you have your appointment set up?
No, I gave $7. It was all I had too. It was my only $7 I had. I never have cash. To this this homeless lady that was down the street from my job, and so we were at work the next day, and I was talking about it. And they like, man, don't give that bitch no money, man. She just had a baby. She was pregnant. She used to be out there smoking cigarettes and doing all types of stuff when she was pregnant and stuff. And I'm just like, wow. They said she was a scammer. So when I rode down there that day, she was on the street with her little sign up or whatever, and I was reaching in my purse on the passenger seat. So she came over to my car because she saw me through the windshield. So she thought she was about to get some money. And I pulled out my brush and just started brushing my shit.
That's
y'all do pay it forward.
I get it.
I wasn't trying to be an ass. She assumed.
Y'all do pay it forward. Sabrae's helped me out with haircuts when I didn't. I'm not ashamed when I didn't have money. I done left my wallet at work. Y'all done sent me fucking money like
or
they
lunch.
Real women. I mean, yeah, for lunch. Yeah, I always lose my wallet.
Yeah,
I basically always lose everything. Even my kids. I lost Santana once and Tyson's.
Aww.
Fuck them.
You better not leave them to Tyson's. Them white people love black kids.
They found them.
That's one less child care expense for me.
Anyway,
you can go.
Okay, so hold on real quick right now.
Get the cool ass music.
Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we have Yatta Yatta with Yatta. Yatta is bringing the news, the tea, whatever it is that you think current topics is, you title it your damn self. All right? But right now, this segment is called Yatta 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 with Yatta. Yatta, let us know what's going on.
Hair flip.
Okay, Okay, so first things first. It's the 26th now, but yesterday was the 25th, and it was the 17th anniversary of the death of our very beloved Aaliyah. And so, just want to, just give a little acknowledgement to her. She's literally one of my favorite R&B artists. Like, I mean, I grew up idolizing this girl. Like, she got some timeless classics that I could just never not want to listen to. If them joints come up in the shuffle, it's like, it's
What's
lit.
your favorite?
Probably 4-Page Letter. 4-Page Letter was my shit. 1 in a Million was my shit. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Like, it's really, like...
Age ain't nothing but a number.
That was my joint too, but it was very pedophilic.
Of course, the teenager on the show would say.
Right. But honestly, like her catalog, it's just a lot of greatness on there. I feel like she was just gone way too soon. I was like one of those people who was bawling crying when I found out she died.
Goat hair swoop.
Like, young. Swoop bang on 1,000. Like, honestly. And she just was like... she's so different than what we used to idolizing, because she was just the baggy clothes. She was just beautiful. You just focused on the talent, the dance, and all that other stuff. Like, it wasn't a whole lot. She ain't had no booty, no boobs, no nothing, and she was just
fine
popping.
as a motherfucker, though.
Yes, just popping.
She have one,
immaculate belly button.
Navel was on 1,000. She was just bomb.
You try to act like. Yeah.
She was definitely abs goals. Like, her tummy just always looked bomb. So, I just wanted to shout her out. You know what I'm saying? She's
gone too soon.
Yeah,
rest
honestly.
in peace to Aaliyah.
Devastating. Then I did peep, of course, when we were going to mention situation with Serena and her Nike catsuit being banned by the French Open on some bullshit. Because if she ain't had the clappers, I feel like they wouldn't have did all that. But apparently, they basically cited saying one must respect the game and the place. And honestly, she was wearing that. She said it makes her feel like a superhero. She was talking about, shouting out for women who had difficult pregnancies. Like, just a lot of things. But honestly, I'm trying to figure out how and what way that's not respecting the game. And a lot of people felt like it was targeted. Isn't it always they claim, the dress code is this and that. But I'm like... I feel like it's always her.
And I could be wrong.
Oh, go ahead.
Always ladies first.
Thank you. There's definitely racism. People can call it what they want. It's racism because you can go down the line of whoever's been in the French Open before, and I'm sure that everything wasn't always decent. There was actually other photos of women that came out that was very indecent. And even the fact that it was for health reason because she almost died from blood clots.
That's what I was going to say.
Freaking compression.
It was like the same thing that a person will wear like on a plane if they were, at risk.
Or if you just had surgery, they put you in compression garments to prevent that from happening.
Right. And so even with that, it's definitely racism, even down to Nike's lack of support as well.
Well, Nike actually put out a statement for her, and they put the caption on it that said that you can take the superhero out of her costume, but you can't remove her superpowers. But I felt like it's not really something they personally can get too involved in. But the statement was, for me, I felt like it was nice of them.
But it really wasn't a statement. It was an Instagram. It was an Instagram post, and
that's a statement, though.
Right? They're not involved, to be honest.
But they didn't say anything about it being wrong that they targeted her and pointed out that it was her. It really was like a half-assed support. It was probably I think it was political or whatever the case is, but I think they could have done more to support her. They didn't say anything about.
I feel like that was very supportive.
I feel like if she thought that, she wouldn't be wearing Nike.
Right, I feel like that was very supportive as they can get, because they really can't get involved in that type of stuff. To be honest, it's not really their. Like, it's not.
If it was a white woman, I think it'd be the tune would be a little different.
Their place to go kind of rogue with it.
I think it's so many different business ties that we don't understand. Right. Like, it's like I can say this, but I can't say that. Yes, but I have to say something.
For one of your top people that wear nothing but Nike, I think she holds enough value to get a little bit of support than that caption.
I feel like it was support, to be honest, because they could have said nothing.
Yeah, some people
they really didn't say anything.
Left it at that.
What did they say with that?
But I don't know. I just don't expect radical responses from them, because they still a business and they still do business.
What do you want them to say? Fuck the French Open.
Right, they do business with other athletes in this same, you know what I'm saying, arena. So I felt like
she's the top.
Right,
she's the main person.
But do you feel like it
wasn't enough?
You feel like if they weren't supporting her, she would still respect that brand, or like she could wear any brand?
This was after the fact, so this is after the fact. I'm talking about for this isolated incident. My opinion is just not. That was like
It's racism. And she also just fed as a dog. Yeah, God,
I felt like it was sufficient.
I saw that, John. I said, God damn, Wakanda.
I thought it was a shout out, especially considering, part of the reason why she said she wore it. So for them to pay homage to that and reference that in any way and put it over her picture like that. I feel like it was a respect thing, and them showing that they do support her. I wasn't expecting anything radical.
But it's like that's one extreme. It was like either do something half-assed or do something extreme. They could have been somewhere in the middle. I feel like because of health reasons, they could have been like, look, this is for... They didn't even say nothing about concerning her health, or
it's
this is not
their place to do that. Sabrae, that's her place and her people's place.
Sabrae, you don't never tone it down sometimes?
What you mean?
I mean, like, your feelings or your emotions about something. Because you feel like, hey, this may affect me in a different way, or like affect me business-wise.
Well, no, not really. Because I can choose what I do.
You're not really put in a position to do that. But I just look at it like Nike being the company that they are, the brand that they are, with the athletic ties that they have. I was never expecting them to do anything super radical. Like, I felt like the fact that they even spoke on it at all, because
some
honestly,
companies say
they didn't
nothing.
Even speak on it though. What did they say that spoke on that?
Because they referenced the fact that it's like, okay, they want to change the dress code as a whole, and it's like it's really impacting you, and you're part of your job, like the focal point. You're the reason why
they came up with a cute Instagram caption.
But Nike basically
what she said.
No matter what she wears or what she's not wearing, she's still fucking Serena, and she's still going to be at the top of her fucking class, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Right. So they're like, okay, you want to target her for stupid shit like wardrobe, but you can't change the fact that she is it. She's it. Like, you can't. And respect
they've been talking to her, like, all the fucking drug tests she got to take. Like, she's really a fucking queen.
She's facing racism. We could agree to disagree on that. I don't think it was enough. I think that if there was one of their top people, they didn't have to be super radical, but I be
feeling like Sabrae want them to be out there. You know what, man? Fuck this shit, man. Black power.
Sabrae want them to be like, fuck you, double fuck you.
No.
I didn't know where you were going with this.
Right. I was like,
I don't feel like he knew where he was going with it.
No, but y'all, I got stuck when I get right here. I'm like,
what do I do for me?
That's what we used to do back at VA. Niggas used to, from the highway, used to throw up their
Get that shit out of here for real.
Fucking relax, shorts. Niggas get one European shorts day and don't know how to. He has been real Euro lately.
Y'all want a Joan?
Man, I spark him. What's up? It's like, don't do it. Don't do it because I will light them Daisy Dukes up. So
it's cool.
Anyway, moving along. See, I need to be on Wildin' Out. Girl. I need to be on Wildin' Out. Everybody would be going down.
Right.
Because I got bars.
While I continue your segment.
Relax.
That's funny.
Niggas get one little wristband. Stop showing fat, you whore. Little whore. Anyway, so I also saw that in Louisiana, there was a judge that blocked a school's natural hair policy that was basically affecting only black kids because they had like no braids, wigs, extensions of any kind were allowed, which is bullshit because you know black girls and they braids, especially when you get down the South. Anywhere, really. But once,
Exactly. Exhibit A.
So then on top of that, come to find out that only the black kids were the ones who were being like inspected for that stuff. So newsflash, black people aren't the only ones who wear fucking extensions. White girls do it too, and it's very much in this culture appropriating climate, it's even worse now. But they wear weaves, wigs, clip-ins, all that shit, but none of them were getting police force. So there was like a 10, I think she was 10 or 12-year-old girl who was crying because she got sent home because she had braids. And her family went and got some law involved, and the judge ended up blocking that rule.
I love me some braids.
They've been doing that shit for years in schools, any type of a uniform place. They do it on the workforce. Like, they've been doing that shit for so long, like with the braids and the afros. In the military, you'd be surprised the military restraints that they give to black women for their hair. It's like, it can't be too long, then it can't be too short, then it can't be locks, then it can't be this. So, sorry, y'all. But yeah, like, the restriction... What?
SARS.
You know what? That's so disrespectful. No, the weather is changing. My allergies is...
The weather is remaining the same. Continue.
No, it's not, you idiot. It's about to be fall. Fucking
you
idiot.
You call me an idiot?
We have like a whole more month.
You just said malaria, nigga.
Malaria. If you have malaria, you have malaria. That's all.
SARS. Oh, see, there you go.
You see, you see. How,
hey, y'all, I gotta be collateral.
Did y'all see how Sabrae did not address Yatta after she said she had SARS? But she addressed me after
SARS because I really don't know what that is. Like, no Asians have it. I don't know.
Man. See, that was before her time.
SARS is worse than malaria.
The SARS epidemic was before your time.
Well, when I went to China this year, they had the mask. They still wear the mask in China.
Brag. When I went to China this year, you know,
did you go to China or Chinatown? Did you go to 7th Street or did you?
I went to Shanghai, Shenzhen, and Hong Kong, and they still wear the mask there because of the SARS thing.
Shenzhen, Hong Kong.
Because they still wear the mask because of the SARS thing, which I learned while I was in China. I learned about SARS. So
is that where you got those shoes from?
Or did you not get your nails done?
No, I did not.
That's so rude. I'm sorry.
Is that where you got those shoes?
No.
The orthopedic joints?
No, I did not. No.
I feel like you've called like 8 pairs of her shoes orthopedic. Like,
all of them orthopedic.
That's not true. I wear Air Force Ones and all that stuff too.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Air Max.
Like, no.
I love Air Force. What? I got like 8 pairs. I love Air Force.
I hate women that wear Air Force Ones.
Well, you hate me then. Again,
I don't
hate
hate
you too.
At least let them be clean though, because I be seeing pictures and they be these bad.
What size you wear, Sabrae?
And they be so cute.
I wear 8.5.
Then they be having on
and women.
Air Force Duns.
Yeah, you don't need to be wearing Air Force Ones. You probably look like Charles Barkley in them joints.
No, I don't.
Joints be long.
8.5 is not long, especially for my brain. I'm proportioned.
Real quick though, someone dug up a picture of Azealia Banks from like Paris Fashion Week or something like that.
With the
fight
denim thong.
She had on one of them coats we wore back in 7th grade.
Triple fat goose.
Baby fat jumps.
Triple fat goose joint.
And she had on some shorts that were cut into a thong.
Oh, I saw that. That shit was horrible.
Her boots were so long.
Was that recent?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Her boots were like this long though. They were like the longest boots. Like, oh my, her boots was longer than Thug Passion.
She had a denim thong with a French toast coat.
Yo, them boots were so they were boats. Yeah. Fucking patent leather Spirit of Washington.
Oh wow.
Shorts were tragic. I'm sorry. Real quick.
Yeah, that looked a hot mess.
Yeah.
But you spoke about braids and all that. I saw this picture recently from this week. I think she's like a sports person, a sports anchor, and she had where is it at? Where's the girl with the braids? She had this white girl with blonde braids. They were kind of like yours, but they were just blonde. And any thoughts on that?
She looked good as shit in the motherfucking braids. She killed that shit.
I don't know about all that, but
You said it was a white girl with the braids?
Yeah, did you see it, Yatta?
I didn't see it, but I'm really just not surprised. I mean, like, what people don't understand when it comes to black women feeling some type of way about white women with braids, it's not like, oh, y'all mad. Like, they said that when Kim Kardashian gets her hair braided, that we feel some type, she's just getting braids, what the fuck? And I can't stand to see other black women cape for this bullshit. They don't understand the concept behind fucking cultural appropriation and then white privilege on top of that, and have to understand that we will put braids in our hair like that and we'll have problems in our fucking corporate environment. We get called ghetto, we get called ratchet, but they do it and it's innovative and new. You on Cosmos, oh, Kylie Jenner has this very funky, innovative new style with these 4 cornrows on the side of her head that bitch has been doing since 5th grade. Like that type of shit.
Did you see what they did with the Kool-Aid? And they renamed it like Flavor Dust. I said, bitch, that's Kool-Aid.
Right, like it's killing me because it's like if you want to wear braids, we don't own the rights to braids. Get your braids and go, sis. But it's when you guys get fucking praised for the shit that we do, that we get called ghetto for, that it becomes a problem. Like I
never understood how are braids ghetto.
Well, a lot of stuff is ghetto depending on who
I hate
is
that
wearing
word first.
it. Everybody, if it's big lips, if it's on a black woman, then it's ghetto. If it's a big butt, if it's on a black woman, then it's ghetto. Like it's the same thing. She was a Fox Sports reporter, by the way. Carissa Thompson.
Don't confuse Fox Sports with Fox News.
I just feel like
it's different. You gotta watch Fox Sports.
I just feel like black features are always popping to them when they're not on black people, and that's what blows me. Like you love the lips, the ass, the hips, the titties, the frame, the facial structure, the nose, all of that stuff, the hair. You love it when it's on one of these Barbies, but when it's us, you got everything bad to say about it, and I just be tired of that shit, man.
When a woman get braids, that shit's so sexy.
Becky Sue, go get your fucking your hairstyle
back in the day,
like you didn't even go to the
when we
salon.
used to go to the Union Station, or the Africans, they be getting their braids done like for 8 hours. You're like, oh shit.
Women still do that.
I personally don't have a problem with white women wearing braids. I really just don't, because I really don't give a fuck like what y'all do but with y'all hair. But my thing is, don't get up there talking about like you invented the shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's stealing. That's exactly what I mean.
She wasn't doing none of that.
I just feel like if I ever have a problem with it, that's the reason why. It's because the perception that they get when they do that shit, it's never what we get. And it's our shit, and it makes me mad. Like Kim Kardashian goes and gets Fulani braids and don't even have the decency to cite the real origin of your braids. You talking about some fucking Bo Derek braids? Like Slim, I smack you. Like
Sabrae
stop
folks.
it.
That's Sabrae folks.
Who is Bo Derek?
Nah, Kim.
It's just super frustrating.
Kim is not my folks.
I mean, isn't Kanye your uncle?
No, you're talking about Charlamagne. Like Kanye
West
like
all
not
these
my uncle.
Is
like no, right?
Like all these niggas.
Just because I like Kanye's music, not his new shit that much, but
you like all these niggas.
Okay, I like all the niggas then.
That's just stupid. I just feel like
I just don't like when it's considered inappropriate or unprofessional when it comes to us, and when they wear it, it's like, oh yeah, but that's like more of not like a individual thing for them. It's more of a societal problem.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely society.
Ladies, both your hair looks immaculate.
It's like when you're seeing do-rags in fashion, thank you, Huffle. You're seeing do-rags, in fashion shows, and they were calling them satin tie caps. Bitch, that is a do the fuck rag. Let's call it what it is. Yeah. We're not satin tie cap. Like, what do you even have that on for? You're not about to get waves, sis. Like, what are you doing? I used to wear do-rags
all the time, but you got to flip it inside out.
Yeah, so the seam doesn't put a crease in line.
Exactly.
Dog, come on, man. Even I do that. Yes, I had on Reese's do-rag the other day because I left my... When I went to Jersey, I left my scarf at home. So Reese had left a do-rag in my car from a while ago, and it was in my trunk. I was like...
Me and Reese been beefing.
What do you do to you?
We been having a difference of opinion.
Oh my God, that's every
my
day.
nigga. He a real nigga though.
He's a serial killer. I'm not surprised.
Moving on though, let me play this clip from Life Jennings, and this kind of started like a little uproar on the internet.
Hypothetical. That's the only song.
Oh, there's some things.
Sabrae don't know that song.
I'm sorry, everything got hard as a kid. You don't want to.
Hold on, let me turn it down some.
I feel like that's who he wrote Greedy about.
Oh, you saw the clip?
Yeah, I do my homework, Sabrae.
So,
I feel like that's who he wrote Greedy about.
So basically, this was a situation of one of his children's mother who had recorded her child and she was saying things like, your father has other kids, he don't give a fuck about you, pretty much, talking negative about the father to his child. And he was very upset about that. And I feel like it's a form of child abuse. Do you guys think that? Of
course.
It is.
That
it's trash.
You seen Sesame Street? She's a big bird. Fuck.
Okay.
Fuck her.
Boom.
Do you have a sound effect for popcorn popping or something? Like, oh my God, that was god awful. But no, seriously, no, it absolutely is a form of child abuse. It's fucking disgusting. And you never bring your children into the middle of those types of situations.
Never.
Like, I don't care if I hate you personally, I would never impede upon my kids' relationship with their father. Like, knock yourself out. That relationship is yours and yours alone. And these kids will draw their own conclusions. If that's what it really is, like, oh, he got other kids, he don't care about you. I don't feel like that's the case. But if that's what it is, their kid will find that out on their. You gotta let them find that out on their own.
Yeah. Sean, what do you think about that? What do you think? Do you think it's considered child abuse?
No, I agree with you. I agree with Yatta. Kids get old enough and they realize, like, oh, my father's not being the man that he says that he is. He doesn't care about me. The bond is not there. I feel like some women, I know you don't do it. I know, well, of course you don't do it, but y'all are in a minority. It's a lot of women that do it.
Oh,
I feel like, so, like, I never, first of all, both of my, the mothers of both of my children, amazing moms. We co-parent, like, officially. We've had issues, but I don't think we ever, got to that point. But, like, I never disrespect them in front of my boys. Because I always tell them, like, if it comes to a day where you have to protect me or protect your mother, you protect your mother first.
Yeah.
So, like, you can't talk about, because you're basically giving them the permission to disrespect their other parent, and that's not cool.
Yeah, and
I think be tolerated.
It's definitely more common for the woman to, talk. I mean, I'm sure the men do it too, but I think it's more common for the women to talk, down on the men to the children. And I do agree that you should allow your child to get older and see for themselves. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand some guys is fucked up, some women is fucked up, but that's not that child's business yet. Even if your child ain't seen the father for years, you still have to watch, because you're psychologically affecting that child negatively by talking bad about their parent.
Right. You're thinking that you're dragging the other parent and you're doing your child a disservice because all you're doing is making them feel inadequate. It's like, okay, so now they're going to have those issues like, wow, my dad doesn't want me. Exactly. And then they take their emotional state is going to derive from that versus you thinking that it's cute and it's funny. Like, yeah, I'm going to shit on you. Like, no.
You're knocking the father of the child and what they're not doing, but you're doing the same thing. You're still having that negative impact. You feel like, okay, I have the child, I'm doing this and that, like, I'm doing the right thing, but you have the same negative impact on that child that the father has from not being there.
Right.
Yeah, so I think that's just totally not cool. It doesn't matter.
That's disgusting.
Even if he could be the scummiest dirtbag in the world, but let your child find that out later.
Right. You'll just be dead.
You always got to keep it classy.
You'll just be dead to me before I speak on you in that manner. I would never talk to my child that way about their parent.
Like, but when women are mad, they handle their emotions a little bit differently. Y'all can kind of say like anything y'all want. Like y'all get like very like.
You don't
say that to him, but not in front of the
I would
child.
air you out maybe to your friends or something if I was really that petty, but I'm not going to bash you to your child. That's trash. You have to, that relationship has to exist completely outside of...
Why do y'all feel women do that?
Emotion. And a lot of women are...
But is that a cop-out?
No, it's not.
They're
it's
bitter
wrong.
Bitches, because that's who does stuff like that. The bitter bitches, and they think it's okay. They think it because they're on get back. They on revenge. They feel some type of way about whatever. Typically, it's because you're not with the man no more, and because of that,
still love him. He with somebody else.
They feel like they're gonna take it out on him through his child, not realizing that the only person you're hurting is the child.
By nature, women are more, we act off of emotion, and that's something that we have to fight all the time because that's just naturally how we're made.
But I don't get, like, I see that. But what's about this nature shit? Like, okay, this is why I say that, because I was having this conversation with some of my friends, like, when I said the other day that, man, do you think, like, men are, like, built like not to be, monogamous by nature, and then women interject like, that's bullshit, y'all using an excuse. I said, but it's crazy when we say women are petty by nature, they're spiteful by nature. How come no one like questions that?
Only because emotion comes, doing things out of emotion, you'll get all of those things. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like men are naturally more logical about things. This is not 100% all the way, because learned behavior is learned behavior. But I think just naturally, those doing things to be petty and out of spite comes from acting off of emotion first and not logic. And so I think we fight nature all the time. It's not like we're naturally not made to be perfect, but we are striving for that, that type of, good lifestyle. We naturally want to do what feels good to us, even if it's temporary, like, oh, we gonna cuss this nigga out, it's gonna make me feel good. Or whether it's eating something we're not supposed to eat or doing something we're not supposed to be doing. We naturally fight that urge to do what feels good to us all the time.
I think it's learned behavior, to be honest.
That too.
I feel like on both sides. I feel like that type of stuff is learned behavior, just like you feel like, oh, men not being monogamous. I feel like it's learned behavior. It's societal constraints. It's societal influence on people for generations. And I feel like because of that, that's why they feel like it's natural, because it's been going on for so long. That's all they know. When the reality is, the first nigga that didn't cheat on his woman killed that theory for everybody. Once you achieve the impossible, it voids everybody's excuses. So when a nigga don't cheat and he ain't never cheated and he been monogamous, it's like, how do you explain that? Is he combating nature every day, or does he really just have a logical stance and he says, this is not me?
I look at it like when it comes to making a child, right? You have the nurturer, which is the mother, because by nature we're nurturers, which makes us more connected to our emotion, and the father is naturally the protector. Now, can some of those things switch? Sure, but typically by nature, that's what that is, and I feel like that's an example of how we're more connected to emotions, and how sometimes that could go to our benefit and our detriment, and that's why it takes two basically to be, a woman and a man to. I feel
like the nurturement also comes from the fact that you carry a child inside your body too. Yeah. I just feel like a lot of this stuff gets glorified. You never hear the positive aspects never get glorified, because drama sells. So nobody wants to hear about the people who successfully co-parent and get along. So when you're constantly seeing that narrative get perpetuated through all these media outlets, you see it in social media, you see it in reality TV, you've seen it go on for generations, for this long time. I feel like it's kind of like, I liken it to like zodiac astrological stuff. It's like when people read these things like, oh my God, that's me. I'm a Scorpio. That's just me. And it's like, is it you? Or have you read so many of these things that you now start to emulate what you've read? And now you feel like it's you. I agree. Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
So you don't think that women are naturally
No. I feel like the nature comes into it, but I feel like a lot of it nowadays, it's learned behavior.
But I just was going to like the root, or like, the basis of it. And it's a combination of all those things, I feel like.
Yeah, because it's like certain like negative traits. Like when people are like, oh, you gossip like a bitch. So we're like, okay, so
men gossip.
People hate gossip, but it was like, okay, it's acceptable if you're basically saying, okay, women gossip. It's cool for them to do it, but men can't do it. Or you acting like a bitch. It's like, is it cool?
And that's just like a perception thing, because I think men talk about things, what's going on with other people, just like anybody else. Like I don't think
men can't do nothing without it being gay or you a bitch or something like that.
Niggas be talking, but then, as I get older and older, when I feel like when I hear when I have conversations with women, I'm like, yo, men did that. Oh, that's crazy.
But then you wonder why you have all these emotionally repressed men. It's because they get shunned for everything. I had a conversation with one of my followers today. And we were talking about that, how men get judged for, like, it's like women, you speak on women like, okay, look, I don't knock you for showing your body on social media all the time, but, I wouldn't take you serious. That's just me. Like, and I'm like, I don't blame you. Like, if you're doing that constantly, that's what you're advertising. So you're not advertising deep, meaningful conversation. You're advertising your ass and your titties, so you can't get mad if that's the energy that you get back. But then it's like, when men don't want women for just their bodies, he's gay. Yeah. But when he wants that, he's shallow. So it's like, you can't win for losing.
I was having this conversation the other day. So K. Michelle had an interview where basically she was discussing all her sexual partners, like celebrities. Cute. Like LaShawn McCoy, Idris Elba, shit like that. And I was like, why don't she get... And honestly... I'm a big believer in like double standards. I hate everything's not fair. Everything's not going to be 50-50. Some people going to have leverage or like, it's cool. But like, if a man is discussing his sexual partners and like basically the details of it, he's considered...
He's a clown.
I'm not going to clown. But when a woman does it, it's like, You know what's the difference?
Like
and it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Too.
It's the same thing with cheating, right? If a man is cheating, right, and then a woman exposes him, a woman is going to say, well, he should have been cheating in the first place. Mm-hmm. If a woman is cheating and a man exposes her, they're
how
like,
you expose her like a bitch?
You a bitch. It's the same thing. That's not fair.
That's true.
Explain. You have to make it make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense to me because I feel like it's corny on either side.
Yeah, because if you know a nigga or a woman is in a relationship and you agree to it, keep that shit G. Keep it G.
I agree.
Okay. Oh, I think we already had this one. This was about the...
You didn't empty it? Golly.
Sorry. Maybe one of us accidentally put it back in there. Hold on.
No, not one of us.
Maybe it was me then.
It was you.
The fuck?
It was you.
This is a question from our viewers. Nobody sent in questions last week. Like, what y'all doing? Like, what's that? Like, DM us.
Damn, y'all ain't like this show last week? Golly.
That's not why they did it. They were too busy watching the shit on repeat that they forgot.
Gotcha.
To
positive, positive thoughts.
Yes. Okay. All right. In a relationship, should the person who makes the most money pay the most of the bills? Okay, Sean.
Yes.
Why?
I agree.
Make the most money. Like, and seriously, this is all. This is always. I understand that. Give me some time.
Shady.
No.
So this is how I feel. Whether it's man or woman, it doesn't matter. If you make more money, you have more income coming in. You have more leeway. Why wouldn't you pay more of the bills? Because this is what's going to happen. Because I said this before. I've never talked to a woman that made less money than me. I don't feel proud about that. You know what I mean? But we have a open honest conversation. So this is what's going to happen, right? Because I've been there. Say if we're splitting it 50-50. She's going to say, why you don't buy me gifts? Why you don't buy me presents? Why you don't take me here? Why you don't do this and that? And you be like, well, babe, you make $80,000 more than me. You have that extra income. We're doing this 50-50. I don't have that extra. All my money is going towards, build 50-50. So to kind of like even it out, you should, to me, and this is a discussion between whoever couple. This is not law. You should.
No, I agree. I feel like if there's a sizable difference in income, it's not like, oh, I make $60K, you make $64K. Like, no,
I agree. I was gonna say that.
I'm talking about
it gotta be like a real gap.
I'm talking about 150, 60.
Like we're in different tax brackets, sort of gap. Then it's like, I can see why and I mean, a lot of times people would anticipate that more with men than women, but I feel like either way too. Like if you make more, I mean, I can see why you would, but I mean, some people have the mind state that like it don't matter what I make, he's supposed to pay all the bills, and it's just like, so
that's wild.
What do you do with your money?
If I'm making $200K and she making $50, I'm gonna take care of all the bills.
Yeah,
and she should save her money like for miscellaneous or emergency, things. It's not fair for her. To me, it's not fair for her for me to expect her to pay 50-50.
I don't feel like dudes not going to $200K are messing with 50K joints either.
Yeah, but also, no. They are, because we are physical creatures. We don't care. Like, women, they want to know, like, okay, some women, but do you have a degree? Are you making this amount? Men, you see a joint at Checkers, and we've had this conversation. She fat, she pretty, I want her. If you're making $200K, you're not worried about what she's making, because you got it.
Yes.
I feel like I agree that the person make the most money should contribute the most. But like y'all said, also, if it's a substantial amount more, then yes. But if it's like a little bit, then just, 50-50 or whatever. But yeah, I mean, if I made a whole lot more, or I would hope that if he made a whole lot more, he'd be like, oh, don't worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd be like, oh, don't worry about nothing. I wouldn't say nothing because you, as a man, I feel like
I got them all.
Nah, if it was as a man though, you have to. It's important for a man to feel like a man though.
I feel like real niggas. If a man has enough money and he's fucking with you, like I'm one of those men. Like if I had enough money, my girl don't gotta pay for nothing.
Yeah, I would love that.
So I feel like no, like real life. So I feel like when sometimes when women are talking about, like, niggas really don't have it. Or if a nigga's not spending on you, he don't like you like that. But I feel like most men, if they have it, you think of these celebs, like, when you get all these women who are not working, and then, like, when they get a divorce, they don't have the resume, so it's hard. Like, a nigga was taking care of you the whole time. He fuck with you hard. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I feel like if a nigga really loves you, and if he has it, you ain't gonna have to pay for shit.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have to touch your purse. Whether it's an MK purse or...
MK.
See, me, I just feel like I can't, like...
Birkin.
I have to...
Okay. Don't put them in the same sentence.
No, I was saying it.
Okay. Now,
purse is a purse to me.
I just feel like, I mean, me being the person that I am, I can't just not, like... You know, I can't put in on stuff. I mean, I can't not put in on stuff. I don't like people having that. My thing is, even if it's all love, I just got to think about people having leverage over me. I don't like that.
No,
shit.
it's not a leverage. Okay, y'all.
It can be though when things go left.
Me and you dating. I'm a millionaire. I'm like, you know what? I got your house. Don't touch it. We going out to eat. Why the fuck would I make you pay to go out to eat? I'm a millionaire.
I think it's not about making somebody pay. And I mean, I guess maybe if I'm dating someone who has millions of dollars, maybe my perspective would change. But I just feel like as a whole, though, like I work too hard to not, you know.
I'm cool.
Not, you know what I'm saying? Flip myself. Like
I'm cool. I have 5 things to do.
I didn't do all of this. See, I didn't do all of this for nothing. So I just feel like
I did.
Like, nah, I just can't. I'm not built for that lifestyle.
Yeah. I am.
That's why I'm not with the whole, nah, you ain't got to work shit. Yes, I do.
Yeah. Take care of me. Oh, I always bring in some income. Now, whether I have to spend it is one thing. Oh, I'm gonna have my own money. Like I'm gonna be bringing in something. If I ain't got to pay for nothing, cool. But of course, I'm not going to just be like, oh, put all my eggs in your basket as far as my well-being if it doesn't work out. But if you want to pay, I love you for that. You don't got to worry about nothing.
If I date a woman billionaire and she want to take care of me, take care of me.
And if she wants to take care of us, take care of us. I'm open to be taken care of. It's like, nah, not my man's be taking care of me, but...
Good nigga.
Yeah. But yes, so anything else, y'all? I wanted anything coming up that y'all wanted to plug in before the show's over?
No, all y'all fucking vacations.
So. Yeah, we got some
one
shit coming
vacation
up.
and I'm going to a wedding. Relax.
Sabrae going to the West Coast, the left coast.
Hey,
Sabrae got one move. Just the little shoulder joint.
That's new.
Y'all ever seen Sabrae out? She don't have no rhythm.
I'm going to Mexico. So pray I come back alive because niggas be dying down there like shit.
Yeah.
They don't be getting killed where I'm at though. They just the bodies be getting dropped off there.
Well, just don't do no white people excursions.
No, I don't know. I'm gonna be right in resort town. No, because my sister keeps sending me these articles like, wow, really? And I'm just like, slit. Like they didn't. She like, man, they said they found some bodies at the. Yeah, they found the bodies there. They didn't get killed there. Right. They just dropped them off around our spot.
That's that El Chapo shit.
Yeah.
Lungs, livers, they need all that.
Yeah, I ain't doing all that.
Braids.
You know what? What if they found out that all these weaves that bitches be wearing coming off of like dead like Mexican people?
Bitches wouldn't care. Bitches wouldn't care.
Did she deep condition?
They be like, oh, rest in peace, Consuela.
Did she deep condition or not? Because as long as the bitch deep conditioned and trimmed her ends, I'm gonna sew that shit right
They
in.
gonna be like, all right, take out the kidneys. All right, we're gonna need that heart. Take the hair.
Scalp the bitch.
Don't forget the hair.
This show took an evil twist.
Scalp the bitch.
Like, and the spleen, but the hair too. Yes, cut it from the roots.
Yeah, girl. I want to
That's
get
wild.
I need to give me my hands on some hair.
Go ahead, it's a lot of hair right there.
Gotcha. I'm about to cut my son's hair. What y'all want?
I told you, man. No, you cut Beano hair. You gonna sell that shit to me, man. He is a bob just waiting to happen. A messy, wavy bob, son.
Nah.
Beano, I got
what's
you.
What's that wet and wavy? What's that called?
No, wet and wavy is just ratchet. No, that's the throwback
gotcha.
pack head.
No, I haven't. That's
he giving Brazilian body. Actually, he giving he giving Malaysian.
Oh yeah, that's
body wave.
That's how I'm gonna package it.
He giving Malaysian body wave.
Gotcha.
But he half what?
That nigga a whole lot of shit, mo.
Well, we ain't like he black.
Chinese, El Salvadorian, but he black.
Bam, you gotta pedal the El Salvadorian. Gotcha. Bitches don't got that.
Yeah, that's that new shit.
Be like, bitches, man, for you get the Cambodian shit, bitch. I got the El Salvadorian.
I got the MS-13.
You got the El Salvadorian body wave.
On that note, Thank y'all so much for watching and for listening. Shout out to the YouTube. Shout out to the SoundCloud Apple Podcast. Speaking of, shout out to Joe Budden's podcast. Like, that shit is fucking amazing.
Spotify, yeah.
I fuck with all of their moves.
Did
takes
you wear my hat yet?
I ain't seen him with a hat yet. The nigga man with a hat and shit. No,
right, that was a quality hat.
No, but shout out to them. They are doing it good, big or whatever. Joe Budden podcast. They killing it. They're pretty much laying the blueprint out for what podcasts have to offer to different platforms and stuff like that. Apple still doesn't give out deals, but Spotify does. So. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah. So we just switched gears in our direction.
I have an off-camera joke about that.
It's already understood. But don't even.
What's understood?
I was just talking about Joe Budden earlier. Like, he's really smart. Like, you think of like other podcasts. Like, no disrespect. I ain't going to say this because then Sabrae going to talk to me. I have to be like, you can't say that. But I would say other podcasts. I think they get a lot of the audience because they have certain guests. But like Joe Budden is really like articulate and he's smart and he's been in the industry and he can dissect me. When he talks about certain topics, you be like, okay, he know what the fuck he talking about. Like that Drake breakdown.
Oh, that was amazing.
I was like, hold on.
He broke that shit down like a scientist.
I didn't get that. You know what I'm saying?
Me either.
But other podcasts, you be like, okay, you're getting these fans and this viewership because of the guests that you're having, not necessarily because you are who you are.
Of the content. Right. And that's what we try to focus here on No Disclaimers is content. Content is king. We focus on content, and that's why we've come as far as we have. Not for no gimmicks, not for the bullshit, not for no extra, all that other shit. Content.
Right.
Do you say content is king or cotton is king? Because I know you're doing the slavery shit. Wow. Okay, I got it.
No, seriously, when your content is A1, niggas won't care if you film that shit on the front steps. They don't give a fuck.
They don't care.
They be like, yeah, they be talking that real.
That's what we value. It took them a while to get there, so I'm not expecting us to get there overnight, but we gonna keep putting the content out there
next week,
and we gonna keep dropping this shit every week consistently
after their vacations.
Yeah, we got a couple of vacations coming up, but we gonna work it out.
Coming up,
yes,
slow down. You moving too fast.
Like
next week, Sean will not be here, so we're gonna have to do something.
Now we're gonna do the show
I feel
early.
like your name was on the calendar too.
It was.
Fuck you.
Before all of us.
Right. Pre-booked Thursday.
OG Bobby Johnson, you saw that?
Make sure y'all follow us on social media, email us, or DM
send them
us.
Questions in.
Yes, send us the questions for shout out, or if you don't want a shout out, let us know that you don't want it. You want it to be anonymous. So yes, we'll see you next time on No Disclaimers Podcast. Sweet Baby Braze signing out.
Oh my!
She had to get that in there.
Is that a pop socket?
She Michael Jackson. I'm Tito.
Is that a pop socket?
What's that?
On your phone.
Oh man, that cheap ass shit. I have went to.
I only know the names of these things.